What is up, you guys? Today we're going to be going over Meta. There was a ton of unusual options activity on Meta today, and I wanted to share this with you and also look at the technicals behind it. But I want to preface this video by saying that this is not a go buy Meta video because these guys are going to be right. Like, I'm just using this to show you what unusual options activity looks like in real time, and from there you can make your own conscious decision on what you want to do. I did end up taking a position today on Meta. It is a very risky one, and like I said, this is not like okay, they're going to be right. Like, big money is not always right. I am primarily a flow trader, which means that I'm watching what big money is doing and I'm trying to get in when they get in and I'm trying to get out when they get out. But they're not always right. And a lot of times they're actually trying to deter people and try to hide their position. So that's what makes it pretty hard. Now, over the long run, from what I've noticed following flow trades, they are right normally about 71 to 73% of the time. But that's why risk management is so important, because you can't just throw everything you own into a single trade and pray that it's one of the 70% of the times that it works. Because if it's not, you're going to lose everything. You're going to be screwed. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Before we do though, check out our Discord community. The link is in the description. We're over 9,000 members strong. If you guys go over there, it's completely free. You'll get access to free courses, live streams, seminars, webinars, free trades, as well as much, much more. Come hang out, come join the squad. Our goal is to help the 95% of traders who fail, and we're absolutely killing it. And thank you guys for all the support. Like, over 9,000 members, and we had our 1-year Discord birthday a couple of days ago. So really means a lot to me. Check it out. But let's talk about Meta. Meta had another bad day today, down about 6%. And classically, I would not be buying a ticker that just got murdered after earnings. Most of the time when a stock gets killed after earnings, it doesn't really recover. There are those outliers, but most of the time after stock gets drilled after earnings and it's bad, it will continue to drop. Sometimes if it's good, it will continue to run. Most of the time, especially after breaking major support like this, I'm not a huge fan of following the upside while the stock is dropping, but I did decide to take a bullish position on it just because of the flow. So this is all of the alerts that have come through today on Meta, and a normal stock will maybe have one unusual options alert, maybe none. On the bigger companies, sometimes one or two. Looking at Meta, this is a lot and this is unusual. Started rolling in at 1041, 1044, 1117, 1142, 102, 155, 249, 333, 340, 351. Now, these puts, I'm not too worried about them because they're the same put, but it looks like this was somebody scalping out a trade really quickly. Looking at all of the flow that has come through today, though, if you're a bull, this is very unusual because not only do we have big buys at open, but the buys continued to move in throughout the day and are even coming in on the close. If you look at them, most are roulette flow and steady flow. In the world of flow, roulette, well, I should say repeater. Actually, roulette is the worst. Roulette is like the most, I think that's why they actually call it roulette, is the most gamble. Repeater is the second best, and then steady bullish flow and then large bullish flow are like the best ones that you can possibly get. Now, looking here, that's a good sign that they're continuing to buy throughout the day. One good sign is these are all confirmed. They've all come in on the ask or above the ask. And if we go through and we start to isolate a lot of this flow, if you can see here, this is the actual flow for the entire day. So instead of just the alerts, this is just the flow. And all of this flow is confirmed bullish or confirmed bearish. It's not unconfirmed. The reason is because there's an A at the end or an AA at the end. And you can see there is a lot of calls coming through and a lot of unusual options activity hitting this as well. And if we go through and just isolate the single alerts, like for instance, let's look at this steady flow that came through here. This is a perfect sign of what we're looking for. All within about 20 to 30 minutes. So starting at 155 to 210, 11.4, 93 strike. At the time, it was not in the money, but actually at the money. And they were all coming in above the ask, which is AA, or at the ask, and all sweeps and blocks, which means that this person is trying to get filled. They don't really give a shit at what they get filled at, which is a good sign because we want to see urgency when we're looking at somebody entering a position. Now, why are they buying? They expire on Fridays. It's very risky. But I don't know, right? This could be they just think the market's going to push this week, or they believe that some good news is going to come out for Facebook, or they think big money's going to come in and buy this up. I honestly don't really know. But when I'm watching something like this with the amount of volume, like look at this one contract specifically, open interest was 41. So the open interest on this means that before today, there was only 41 contracts traded, and today there's 5,000 contracts traded. So that is something for you guys to understand and something to realize, like, that's for sure unusual. So overall, I hope this video helped you guys. I just wanted to use this as an example to show you what unusual options activity looks like. Looking at the 1 hour chart, I'm not a huge fan. To be quite honest, it looks like we might try to take a bounce tomorrow, potentially up to 95, maybe even 97, but I don't think we're going to fully recover or anything like that. I think this is big money expecting a 2 to 3% return tomorrow, which would be about 30-40% return on options. And then from there, they'll probably be getting out of them. But I'll keep you posted. I know the risk. I've decided, I'm accepting the risk when I took it. And normally I won't hold weeklies overnight like I am right now because I did follow this position. But with the unusual options activity behind it and then them continuing to buy into the end of the day, I decided that it was worth it. I hope this video helps, guys. Have a good day. Peace.